Hello there, people. Today it is going to be a day of just running errands. I'm going to take you guys with me. First, I have to go by the mall. Not like I'm going to buy stuff at the mall. I have to go to the mall for a tag here in Huntsville for some weird reason. The tag office is inside of the mall. So I figure go knock out two birds with one stone. I'm gonna go to get my husband's tag for his truck, and then I'll check out, see if anything cool is going on at the mall. So the crazy true crime story of the day, I'm gonna give to you guys while I am headed that way. This is gonna take me a little bit to get there anyway. Okay. So, in Georgia, last year, there was a girl named Taylor Shabusiness. Yeah, you heard me right. Shabusiness is her last name. Now, that is not her legal last name. Let me make that clear. That is not her legal last name. She decided, apparently, I'm assuming during a drug-induced moment, that Shabusiness would be a better last name than her actual last name. So she legally had it changed. So legally, her name is Taylor Shabusiness. But she hasn't had a boyfriend, and you heard me mention a drug-induced moment. They apparently liked to dabble in crystal meth, ice, whatever you want to call that crap, as well as ecstasy, and also smoked weed. So one night, they were partaking in all of those fine, wonderful things at her boyfriend's parents' house down in the basement, where I guess there was also like a room with a bed and all of that. So they were apparently high, and they were the type of couple that when they did these drugs together, they liked to have sex roughly. Apparently they like choking each other and all of that fine stuff. So apparently Taylor was choking her boyfriend, and I'm gonna have to look up his name and let you guys know so that we can, pay homage to the victim, because it is such a horrible story. But he was the one who was being choked, and apparently with a belt around his neck while they were having sex. And according to her, she continued pulling on the belt until he turned blue and was gasping for air until he no longer was gasping or moving. And apparently she continued, knowing he was dead, continued to have sex with his dead body. Not just normal sex either. She decided to use a dildo and take it out on this poor dead guy's body. And she stuck it in his mouth and in his rectum, played with him for what we're being told is a few hours worth of time. This girl was playing with her boyfriend, I'm sorry, he was not her husband, her boyfriend's dead body. And then she decided to do more drugs, and she realized, oh crap, what am I going to do with his dead body? So she decided to dismember him. Not just dismember a leg or an arm, no. She decided to decapitate him, remove his limbs, and as well as his penis, she decided to castrate his dead body. Let me put on cruise control so I don't get pulled over for speeding. Give me a second. All right there, guys. All right. So, where were we? The castration, right? Okay. So she decided that she would keep the limbs and torso and she was putting them in a tote, like a bucket that, us normal people use for putting up our Christmas decorations, stuff like that. She was putting his limbs and torso in there. And then she decided to put his head and his penis inside of a bucket at the bottom of the stairs, at the foot of the basement stairs. By this time, it was pretty early the next morning, and our victim's mother woke up and she heard doors slamming, stuff like that. So she was like, I wonder if he's home. So she decided to go downstairs as Taylor is leaving, and she walks downstairs, sees nobody there, but then she sees this bucket with a towel over it. She's like, what is this? So she pulls the towel up, looks inside the bucket, and it is her son's head staring back at her, along with his penis. I couldn't even imagine, as a mother, seeing that. That had to have been absolutely horrible. Feel bad for that mother. And of course, Taylor decided to go to do more drugs. The mom subsequently called the cops. It did not take them long to figure out who he was last hanging out with. So they got to her, arrested her, and she spilled the beans. Thank goodness. At least she wasn't one of these criminals who decided to say, oh, I don't know what you're talking about. It wasn't me. Even though all the evidence points in your direction, you're going to, of course, try to say it wasn't you. Brian Koberger, ring a bell. Anyhow, she confessed, and she is actually, they're starting with the arraignments. I know that right now the trial is starting, so we should be being entertained with all of that funness soon. So that is my true crime crazy story of the day, guys. I really hope you enjoyed. I am going to book it to get this tag at the mall, and I will check in with you later. Love you guys.